Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, March 24th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am an expansive revolution. And today we have some cool stuff going on. I want to mention my mantra first. I always look at the numerology of the day to kind of help feed into what the mantra will be. And so the sun, I look at the numerology, especially of the sun. That's like the first and foremost one. The sun is at 3 degrees, and 3 is that Jupiter degree of expansion. And then it's going to shift into 4, which we know is that revolution, evolution degree. It's not going to be till later in the day. So it kind of comes from that place. People have asked before where that comes from, so I just wanted to tell you that's where I am, Sun in Aries, an expansive 3 degrees, revolution 4 degrees. So that's where that comes from. And into the cool astro helping you be an expansive revolutionary. We have the moon today moving into Gemini, which highlights our mind and our thoughts. And our mind and our thoughts are going to be really important today as Mercury rules Gemini, connects to Chiron at 18 degrees. So Mercury and Chiron are at 18 degrees in Pisces. And so Chiron is that wounded healer, the place in us where there's a wound that needs healing, that we can heal ourselves, and with the help of others. But it is usually kind of like one of those, one of your own journeys. It's your own journey, however it comes about, whether others feed in or not. It's about taking your own journey into that healing. And then Mercury brings the mind into this journey today. So I have a few little focuses for you with the mind, because the mind is so powerful in healing. That's why Louise Hay's affirmation book has sold so many things, so many copies, because it can help so much. And it's one level. There's so many different levels to healing and wellness. And the mind can bring an important aspect to it. So I want to actually tell you something that I did. So when I was looking at it, I wrote healing initially, and I ended up crossing that off in my little book and writing down the word wellness. I actually changed my business's name from Infinite Freedom Healing Arts into Infinite Freedom Wellness, because that's really the focus. There's always healing to be done, but I don't want to focus on the healing. I'd rather focus on the feeling of wellness. And so for me, one of my favorite personal affirmations, if I'm feeling crummy at all, and it helps so much, is I am healthy and my immune system is strong and responsive. And that always just takes me into a place of feeling that wellness and tuning into my body. And today, this Mercury Chiron conjunction happening in Pisces, it has like a few different themes with it. It's at 18 degrees. So 18 is a 9, so that's telling you to take action. So what action can you take for your wellness? And then it's in Pisces, so how can you flow into your wellness? Even as you're taking action, how can you flow into your wellness? And then having Mercury there, how can you think wellness? How can you bring wellness thoughts into your thought world? What's your response? What's your response to wellness? What's your response to I feel good? Is your body like, no? Is it like, yeah, I feel good? Allow your mind to help you with that, because the mind energy is definitely going to be the mind energy. The force is strong with you today. Besides that, we have some interesting aspects with the mind going on. The moon in Gemini, so highlighting the mind, is going to be opposite Saturn. So Saturn's in Sagittarius. And actually, it's funny, the first thing that popped into my head when I looked in that aspect was the Partridge Family song, Come On, Get Happy. I think that's the Partridge Family. Popped into my head. This is at 4 degrees. So again, it's that revolution degree. So how can you use your mind to expand and allow? This is bringing that expansive vibration with Saturn and Sagittarius. How can you revolutionize, shift, bring fun into your awareness, into your life, into your already wide horizons? Can you expand them a little bit more? Can you expand into something that you're like, no, that's not true? And just look at it in a new way, like, how could this be true? And just opens up to you. If it doesn't, that's okay. And it's okay if it's like, if it stays in that place where it was. But sometimes if we just allow something to open, we see that it can go just a little farther. The tip from ballet days of stretching. The moon is also going to meet up with Neptune. So Neptune in Pisces again, this is almost like meditation versus the mind. And what came up for me with this is meditation practice. So many of us want to beat our minds into submission and beat our thoughts into submission. Like, there I am thinking again. And I don't think the problem is the thoughts. A lot of people say, if you just let those thoughts go, like clouds in the sky passing by, instead of interacting with them. But we do jump in and interact. I jump in and interact instead of just viewing them. But don't get upset. Go back into the place like, okay, I can step back and watch. I don't need to interact. It's an amazing process for your life, too, for those times when it's like, oh, there's nothing for me to say here. I can stand back. I don't have to interact. This isn't my thing. So allow those little clouds to float by, and you can get your mind and spirit working together. And then finally, the sun and the moon will also connect. And this is just, connecting your I am and your action with your mind again, taking action on your thoughts. So work with that energy through the day. Lots of thought energy. Speaking of thought energy, we are in a place of creation. This is the source. And the source just says there's always creativity available to you. You're always creating by your actions and by your thoughts. Be aware of that space and be aware of what you're creating through your thoughts and your actions. Easy peasy. That is it for today. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.